Hello students, once again welcome back in English grammar classes. I hope that you all are fine at your home. So today we are going to start a new chapter, chapter number 5, clauses and complex sentences. But before I would suggest you all, please turn the pages of your book and see the page number 62. Okay? Here we are starting clauses and complex sentences. So in this video we will see here the types of clauses first, okay? And I am trying to introduce you with this topic clause. What is clause? So first of all, know about the clause. What is the definition of the clause? Actually, clause is a group of words like the sentences, but it has always been a subject and a finite verb. As you all know that what is a sentence? You all know, I am explaining here. आप सबको पता है कि sentence क्या होता है? सबको पता है ना? Sentence is a group of words that makes a complete sense. In the same way, clause is also a group of words, okay, like the sentence, but it has a subject and a finite verb. What is a finite verb? You all will ask you that what is a finite verb. So dear students, finite verb वो होता है जो कि टेंस के अकॉर्डिंग चेंज होता है. Finite verb is the verb that changes according to time and tense is known as a finite verb. So each clause have a subject and a finite verb. Means combination of subject and finite verb should be must in any clause. But in sentence what happens? Sentence is a group of words like clause. Clause is also a group of words, but sentence gives us the complete sense. It does not mean that it will not give you the complete sense. Clause will also give you the complete sense, but it has a combination of subject and finite verb. Now let us see the example of a clause. Ball is continuously rolling. Ball is continuously rolling. In this sentence you will see that ball is the subject where I have underlined in this example, and rolling is the verb, main verb. So if I will ask you to recognize this sentence, then you can say that this is a present continuous tense, and according to the rules of present continuous tense we always add the ing form in the main verb. So rolling is the finite verb and ball is the subject, so it has a subject verb combination. It means you cannot say that this is only clause, this is also a sentence, but this is definitely a clause. Why? Because it has a subject verb combination. एंड वन मोर थिंग कि सेंटेंस में हमेशा आपको सब्जेक्ट और वर्ब का कॉम्बिनेशन हो ये ज़रूरी नहीं है, लेकिन क्लास में सब्जेक्ट और वर्ब का कॉम्बिनेशन होना ज़रूरी है. फर्दर यू विल अंडरस्टैंड अबाउट द टाइप्स ऑफ क्लासेस and how many types of the clauses you will see here in the next slide. Let us see in the next slide types of clauses. Here you can see that in a circle I have written clause, and before this arrow I will show you there is a main clause, and second one is the subordinate clause. You can see here it has been denoted through this arrow. Clause, there is the two type of clause, first main clause and second one is the subordinate clause. My dear students, now you will ask me that what is a main clause and what is a subordinate clause. So before understanding about the main clause or the subordinate clause, I would give you some examples, but listen here. Main clause is also known as the principal clause and subordinate clause is also known as the independent clause. Once again, main clause, principal clause. मेन क्लास को हम प्रिंसिपल क्लास के भी रूप में जानते हैं और सबॉर्डिनेट क्लास को इंडिपेंडेंट नहीं, डिपेंडेंट क्लास. मतलब ये दूसरे के ऊपर निर्भर रहने वाला क्लास है जो उसका सहयोगी है. सपोज दैट इफ देयर इज अ टू पर्सन and first person is the main person and second person is his subordinate. means subordinate cannot do something without his main person. Let us see here what kind of example here. You may sit wherever you like. You may sit wherever you like. You can just divide this sentence into two part. If you will divide this sentence into two part, then you will find that first one is the main class or the principal class or the dependent class, and second one is the subordinate class or dependent class. First one is the main class. Let us divide it into two parts, and both will be the sentence. You may sit. You may sit. This is also a sentence, but this one is the main class. Why? Because you may sit, I will tell you why this one is the main class. But here you see that you is the subject and sit is the finite verb, means it has surely a subject verb combination, so therefore this one is the class. But which one class? Main class. How this is the main class? I will explain it after showing you about the subordinate class. Second one, wherever you like, जहाँ तुम पसंद करो, ठीक है ना, ये है सबॉर्डिनेट क्लास. अब ये सबॉर्डिनेट क्लास कैसे हुआ? हाउ दिस इज द सबॉर्डिनेट क्लास एंड फर्स्ट वन इज मेन क्लास. मतलब पहला जो है यू में सीट कैसे मेन क्लास है और सेकेंड जो है सबॉर्डिनेट क्लास कैसे है. तो इसमें अगर हम इस सेंटेंस में जो ऊपर वाला एग्जांपल है रेड कलर में दिया है मैंने, यू में सीट वेयर एवर यू लाइक, तुम बैठ सकते हो जहाँ पर तुम पसंद करो. अगर हम लोग इसको दो में डिवाइड करें, दो पार्ट्स में, सेंटेंस तो बनेगा ही बनेगा, लेकिन उस सेंटेंस में एक के बगैर दूसरा अधूरा होता है. मतलब मेन क्लॉज के बगैर जो सबॉर्डिनेट क्लास अगर रखा जाए वो अधूरा होता है. इसलिए मेन क्लास को हटा देते हैं, फर्स्ट वाले को हटा देते हैं, यू में सीट को. सिर्फ इसका यहाँ पर हम एक सेंटेंस लिख देते हैं, वेयर एवर यू लाइक, जहाँ तुम पसंद करो. लेकिन अब हमें पूरे सेंस तो नहीं ना मिल रहा है, मीन्स इट इज़ नॉट कंप्लीटिंग इट्स मीनिंग इन इट्सेल्फ. सबॉर्डिनेट क्लास जो कभी भी अपने सेंस को खुद में कंप्लीट नहीं हो पाता है, वाइल जो मेन क्लास होता है वो खुद में ही कंप्लीट होता है, बगैर उसके सबॉर्डिनेट क्लास पूरी तरह से जीरो होता है. मीन्स इफ देयर इज नो एनी मेन क्लास, सो subordinate class will never give you any fruitful meaning. Just for getting any fruitful meaning you have to keep in a sentence main class. अगर हम दोनों को ऐड करते हैं तो ये बनता है you may sit wherever you like, and in your examination only such kinds of the questions will be asked कि पूरा उसमें क्लास दे देगा, and you have to divide it into two parts. First part of the main class and second part is into the subordinate class. And let us see here the definitions of main class and the subordinate class. What is the main class? Main class are principal class. फर्स्ट वन इज द मेन क्लास या प्रिंसिपल क्लास, जिसको हम डिपेंडेंट क्लास भी बोल सकते हैं, ठीक है ना. इसके थ्री नेम्स हो गए. सो आई होप दैट नो एनी स्टूडेंट इज गोइंग टू बी सस्पिशियस by taking this name, main class, principal class or dependent class. So what is dependent class or main class? It has a subject verb combination and having complete meaning in itself. For an example, you may sit. You may sit. This one is the previous example. Let us see the definition of subordinate class or dependent class. Okay, subordinate class or dependent class. Dependent class, it has also subject and verb combination, but it does not clear its meaning in itself. We know very well in starting of this video that a clause is a subject verb combination. A clause is just like a sentence. A clause gives its meaning, but subordinate class is never complete in itself. That is why it always needed a main class or the principal class. Without main class or principal class, subordinate class is nothing. It will give you only meaning, but it will not complete in itself. That is why this one is known as a subordinate. This is the dependent on main class. ये main class के ऊपर आश्रित होता है. Without main class ये कभी पूर्ण नहीं हो पाता है. That is why it is named subordinate class or the dependent class. Okay, so now see here The third thing that is very important, complex sentence. What is a complex sentence? My dear students, before showing you the definition in written form of this slide, I would tell you orally that what is a complex sentence. जैसे हमने previous slides में मैंने दिखाया आप लोगों को कि मेन क्लास और सबऑर्डिनेट क्लास दो जब मिल जाते हैं तो एक क्लास बन जाता है, लेकिन हम उसी क्लास में से दोनों को डिवाइड करके मेन क्लास या फिर सबऑर्डिनेट क्लास को निकाल लेते हैं। और जब ये दोनों क्लास एक साथ होते हैं, मेन क्लास एंड सबऑर्डिनेट क्लास, तो वहाँ पर हमारा बनता है कॉम्प्लेक्स सेंटेंस। ओके, means just to form any complex sentence we necessarily need a main class and a subordinate class. Let us see here the definition about the complex sentence. A complex sentence is mixed with a main class and a subordinate class, and both have a fixed subject and uh, verb combination. Means both classes should have subject and verb combination according to their tense. Now I am showing you the example of a complex sentence. I beat a boy today who was spoiling the ground. I beat a boy today who was spoiling the ground. My dear students, suppose that if I will ask you to divide it into two forms, you can you? I hope you all can. Let us see here. I am just going to divide this sentence into two forms. After division, it will be shown it as a main class and the subordinate class, while when this sentence is mixed into one form, it will be generally known as the complex sentence. I beat a boy today who was spoiling the ground. First, main class, I beat a boy today. Second, who was spoiling the ground. दो सेंटेंस बने इसमें, I beat a boy today and second one is who was spoiling the ground. सपोज दैट अगर मैं पहले को कहता हूँ कि I beat a boy today, ये तो कंप्लीट हो गया अपने में क्योंकि ये मेन क्लास है. दिस सेंटेंस इज कंप्लीटिंग इट्स मीनिंग इन इट सेल्फ. बट सेकेंड वन, विच वन इज द सबऑर्डिनेट क्लास और डिपेंडेंट क्लास, ये होगा हमारा हु वॉज स्पॉइलिंग द ग्राउंड. ग्राउंड को, जो ग्राउंड को खराब कर रहा था, कौन खराब कर रहा था? वी हैव नो एनी इनफ वर्ड्स टू क्लैरिफाई दिस सबऑर्डिनेट सेंटेंस, सबऑर्डिनेट क्लास. ओके, सो दिस वाज the video about the subordinate class and the complex sentences, main class, principal class. Its meaning have different, but its definition also different. You have to understood about the topic, and let us do the exercise on the basis of main class and subordinate class and the complex sentences. There should be only 7 or 8 exercises, and you all will do it very finely. Okay, so I'm just summing up my video. Please subscribe. I would request you all please subscribe my video, and thanking you very much for listening this